Hello guys, good evening. I'm sorry I had some problems with the connection, some technical problems, but I'm here. I'm good to see you. How are you? How's it going, guys? How is it going? Good? Not bad? So? Can you hear me very well? Can you hear me, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, okay, thank you. And now I can hear you too.
Yes.
Thank you for connecting on time to the class. Well, in the last class, you were learning about vocabulary about sports. Is that true? Is that right? Did you learn about sports, free time activities? No? What did you study? You don't remember? Last Wednesday's class. The topic of last Wednesday's class. Okay, anyways, I'm going to share with you the screen. If you didn't study the vocabulary about sports, we are going to learn them today. What sports do you like? Are you a sports person? Do you consider a sports person? Do you like sports, playing soccer, playing basketball, running?
No, I don't like.
You don't like sports? Okay. Well, I'm not a sports person either. I'm not a very sporty person. Okay, so in the previous class, you were learning, you were learning about the adverbs of frequency, right? How often you do activities. Yes, my mind. So, okay, this is a very nice topic because we use the adverbs of frequency a lot when we speak, when we talk. We say how frequently we or how often we do the activities, right? For example, if I ask you how often do you have English class? How often do you have English class? How can you answer to that question? How often do you have English class? Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Yes, now. Well, as I told you, I'm having problems with the internet connection. I'm so sorry about that. And well, we try that the Wi-Fi comes back soon, the internet, because I am using my datos in this moment. Okay, so we are going to review the frequency adverbs and other expressions of frequency. I know you studied this last class, right? What adverbs of frequency do you remember? 100% is, can somebody tell me the adverbs of frequency?
Always,
Yes.
Always, all time,
often,
Only ever,
sometimes,
usually,
uh,
never,
hardly never, no, hardly ever,
Hardly ever.
hardly ever,
hardly
often,
Okay. Very good. Yes, those are the adverbs of frequency. The most common frequency adverbs. I'm going to show you some examples. This is going to be a review just in case, right? Okay, frequency adverbs. The structure to make sentences using the adverb of frequency. We have the subject, the adverb of frequency, the verb, and the complement. For example, Jessie, can you read the examples? Marta Yesenia. You can't. Okay, Diana,
ah, what teacher?
can you read the example sentences?
Todas.
The three, yes.
And she never makes her bed. My family always has dinner together. I sometimes eat fruit for breakfast.
Okay, thank you so much, Diana. Good. So remember, the structure is subject, adverb frequency, verb, and complement. Okay, there is something very important here in this sentence. She never makes her bed. If you notice, the verb has an S. Why? Why I put the S to the verb? A ver, William, do you know? Any idea? Or Natalia, do you know why the verb has an S here? Make, makes.
Teacher, I'm not sure, but I think because it's plural.
Well, William, let's see William. Thank you, Kim.
Is that because we are talking about someone that is not here?
Okay, third person singular. Third person singular. Did you study that in the previous course? In the basic model 1, you study that the third person singular is special. The third person singular, the verb, you need to put an S to the verb. That's why we have she never makes her bed. Or we can put a name here. We can say Maria. Maria never makes her bed. Or Brittany never eats pupusas, right? Okay, my family is also third person singular. My family always has dinner together. Has is the third person form of the verb have, right? So we say, I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, right? They have, we have. So in this case, my family always has dinner together. And with I sometimes eat fruit for breakfast. Eat, in this case, doesn't need S because it's first person singular. So remember, third person singular, he, she, and it, or Maria, Juancito, my house, my cell phone, my pet, etc. is third person singular. So this is the structure: subject, adverb of frequency, verb, and complement. Okay, so if I ask you, how often do you, for example, how often do you see your friends? And you answer, I rarely see my friends. I'm very busy working. I rarely see my friends. Rarely. Maybe once in 2 months. Okay, so in this moment, guys, this is another question. How often or how frequent does your family go out? How often does, I'm using does because it's third person, singular, your family. How often does your family go out? My family, teacher, we never go out. We never go out, okay? This is an example. How often do you drink water? I drink water every 3 hours. Or I always drink water during the day. Or I drink water 3 times a day. Okay? So we can say, we can use the adverbs of frequency: rarely, never, always, hardly ever, sometimes, occasionally. Or we can use an expression of frequency. The expressions of frequency, do you know the expressions of frequency?
Usually,
Do you know the expressions of frequency?
Often.
Those are the adverbs of frequency, and the expressions of frequency. Oops. I want to, okay. The expressions of frequency are every day, every month, every hour, every week, once a week, once a month, once a year. Once means one time. Una vez, once. Or 2 times is twice. Twice a day, twice a week, twice a year, or 3 times, 4 times. Those are not adverbs. Those are expressions of frequency. That's why I put them here in color red. So how often do you drink water? I drink water every 3 hours. How often do you exercise? I do exercise 3 times a month.
Excuse me,
How
teacher.
do you cook?
Teacher,
I
Ah.
also cook.
la pantalla es, no sé si está mostrando pantalla porque nos aparece el fondo de
PC
okay.
and desktop.
Sorry.
Computer.
Excuse me. That's why I was like, why don't tell me anything? I'm sorry. Now can you see it?
And
Yes,
You were
I
looking at my
can, yes, I
desktop.
can.
I'm sorry, guys. You know.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, this is the other question. How often do you exercise? I do exercise 3 times a month. How often do you cook? I always cook. How often does the teacher dance in class? She never dances in class. Okay, because we are online. But if we were in person class, you would see the teacher dancing. No, just kidding. Okay, so in this moment, everybody is going to make 6 questions with how often. How often do you drink coffee? How often do
Every
you
day.
every day?
Every day. I love coffee.
I drink coffee twice a day. 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the evening. Or how often do you watch a movie? How often do you go to the beach? How often do you eat pupusas or pizza or hamburgers or tacos, whatever, or beans and eggs? I don't know. How often do you call your girlfriend or boyfriend? Every hour, every minute. Just kidding. Okay, so in this moment, please, let's create 6 questions using how often. You have the examples here. You have the examples. Questions. You are going to make the questions. Later, you are going to ask the questions to a partner. You are going to interview a partner about these questions, okay? So in this moment, write the questions. Only the questions, okay? Write 6 questions. Okay, I hope that you have at least 3 or 4 questions. How many questions do you have? How many questions do you have? Xiomara Guevara, how many questions do you have? Finished.
No.
How many questions? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many questions do you have finished?
1.
Okay, thank you, Xiomara. And you, Alison, Hasmin?
1.
Okay, you can say, I have 1. And Natalie, how many questions do you have finished?
2.
2 questions, okay. Jacqueline Landaverde, how many questions do you have? 2.
Yes. Teacher.
2 questions.
Sí, two questions.
Yes,
Yes,
okay.
two questions.
Okay, I'm going to give you more. I'm going to start creating the groups. Okay, so in the groups, I know you interact. Please use your English when you speak with your classmates because this is the opportunity you have during the day, during the week to speak English, to practice English with someone. Okay, so these are the examples of the questions. Don't write answers. Don't write answers. No escriban las respuestas. Don't write the answers. Only the questions. Only the questions. Because you are going to write your classmates' answers. You will write your classmates' answers. Okay? Got it? Yes? No?
Okay, teacher.
Yes. Do it.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to create the groups. Go to the groups, finish the questions, and then interview your partners with the questions.
Yeah, there will be C.
Hello, Cecia. How are you? Yes, Cecia.
Le estaba diciendo que se me fue el internet, entonces me
Um, I didn't understand. Can you repeat, please?
que se me fue el internet, entonces no pude estar aún en la sala.
Ah, okay. So you were having problems with the internet. Okay. Well, because of the, I'm going to change. Okay, put on my headphones. Just that I have a problem here. guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear the rain.
Tengo una pregunta.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a problem with my
Alison.
connection internet.
Me acaba de caer a mí sobre el speaking de ahora. Ahorita me acaba de caer a las 6:40 y yo no tenía idea de que se tenía que hacer una presentación para
Really? Okay.
En serio, a mi otra compañera también le acaba de caer y no sabíamos que teníamos que hacer una presentación.
I posted this. It was, let me see, I did it on Tuesday or Monday. Did you read the instructions? I will say it in
Yes.
Spanish, okay? Okay, good. You got instructions. I posted on, let me see, when I posted I think on Tuesday, September 5th.
Pero
It
fíjense
was on
que
Tuesday.
aquí acaba de decir que ahorita a las 6:40, no le miento. Aquí parece.
Yes, I know. I know. I will show you something. Okay, I posted the speaking evaluation on September 5th. It's here, September 5th. I don't know if you can see it. I posted on September 5th. That was Tuesday. Here you will find instructions and example of your next oral evaluation. I told you on Monday that today it will be the speaking, and it's here. The instructions are here. Okay. Well, if you don't have a presentation, it doesn't have to be like very elaborated. It has to be simple. You can put some pictures from the internet, copy paste. Okay, don't worry.
Ok, entonces lo puedo hacer ahorita.
Yes, you can do it right now. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Thank you.
Teacher,
Do you-
pero y esa presentación la íbamos a mandar a Classroom también.
No, it's not necessary. I will give you access to share a screen. So you can share a screen. Do you understand that? Compartir pantalla, share a screen.
Yo le mandé la evaluación escrita.
Yes,
Yo se la envié. La que no le envié fue la speaking porque pensé que se la íbamos a decir a usted.
Yes, that's right. You will do it here in the class.
Ok. Sí, porque yo la tengo escrita en el cuaderno.
Teacher, y yo hice algo similar, solo que pues saqué fotos para irlas mostrando.
Yes, it's okay. Use your creativity. Okay, you can show pictures or you can share a screen. Pueden compartir pantalla con algún documento que tengan en Word o en PowerPoint. You can share a screen. Compartir pantalla, share screen. Or you can show pictures. Okay?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, now about the adversary frequency. The questions, how often do you? Now you are going to share with the class what your classmates answer. Your classmates' answers. Okay? Do you remember the question, how often does the teacher dance in class? Okay, when we share, we can say the teacher never dances in class. The teacher never dances. She never dances. So you can tell me, you can say Kimberly, sometimes, and you mention the verb in the third person singular. and the complement. So who can start? Who wants to share one or two classmates' answers? Your classmates' answers to the questions.
Teacher, nosotros no pudimos terminarlo porque nos estaba fallando el internet a las 2 y no pudimos hacer las preguntas, solamente una hicimos.
Okay, you can share that
O sea,
one. Yes.
ok. No sé si está Natalia. Natalia. Ok.
Pero la que yo le hice a Kimberly fue, how often do you watch the movie? Y ella me respondió, I always see a movie. Fue
Okay.
la única que...
Okay, so Natalia, you can say, Kimberly always sees a movie.
Kimberly always see a movie.
Sees a movie.
Sees
Yeah,
a
you
movie.
have to put the S to the verb in the third person.
Sorry.
Okay, Kimberly
always sees a movie.
Excellent. Now, Kimberly, can you tell me about Natalia?
Okay. How often do you call her friends? And she answered, she sometimes call her friends.
Okay, okay, very nice. So, Natalia sometimes calls her friends. Okay, just give me the answer, okay? Just give me the answers. Very good. Thank you, Kimberly and Natalia. Let's see, somebody else? Ernesto.
My classmate is Emily and Reina.
Okay.
Only can answer the question of Emily.
Okay.
Emily.
Tell me about Emily.
Emily.
Voy. La pregunta la puedo decir y luego la respuesta.
Okay, no. Please do it this way. Solo quiero que me den la respuesta así, en tercera persona. Ernesto, ta. Emily, bla, bla, bla. Okay? Rina, this and that. Okay?
Ernesto, I read once a month. Rina, I read sometimes. Y me, always.
Okay, Emily, but you have to use the structure. Subject, adverb of frequency, verb in the third person, and complement. Entonces, what is the question?
How do you often read?
How often do you read?
Often do you?
Okay, so you can say Ernesto sometimes read a book. Ernesto sometimes reads a book, for example. Rina never reads a book. Okay, in that way. Can you do it that way, Ernesto?
I have the question of the answer on Reina.
Okay.
The question is, how often do you drink coffee? And the answer, Reina drinks coffee one time on the day in the morning.
Once a day. Okay, very good, Ernesto. Once a day.
Emily, how often do you listen music? Emily listen music always in the morning.
Okay, Rina, it's okay. We just have to put in order.
Ok, entonces sería Emily always real, listen music in the morning.
Excellent. There you go, Rina. Yes. Emily always listens to music in the morning. Yes. Okay, you see, it's important the structure or the order. Subject, alpha frequency, verb, and complement. If we use an alpha frequency. Si usamos una expresión de frecuencia, an expression of frequency, the expressions of frequency always go at the end or at the beginning. Pueden ir al final o al inicio de la oración. Pero esto es en el caso de los expressions of frequency. It's different. Examples of expressions of frequency. Expressions of frequency. I will show you some examples. Every day, every week, every month, every year. Those are expressions of frequency. Other expressions of frequency are, for example, once a day, once a week, once a year, or twice a day, twice a week, twice a month, twice a year. Those are expressions of frequency that we use at the end of the sentence or at the beginning. Okay, somebody else would like to share with the class? What about, Giovanni, Alexis?
Okay, teacher. I work with Xiomara. Xiomara.
Yes.
Dígame lo que Xiomara le dijo.
Okay, Xiomara. The question, how often do you watch TV? The answer, Xiomara always watches TV at night.
Excellent. Xiomara always watches TV at night.
The other, how often do you drive the car? The answer, I never drive a car.
In third person, Xiomara.
Xiomara, yes, sorry. Xiomara never drives a car.
Never drives a car. Okay, very good, Giovanni. Okay, Xiomara, what can you tell me about Giovanni?
Teacher, no alcancé a copiar la respuesta de Giovanni.
Okay.
Sorry. Perdón, Giovanni.
Sorry. Okay. But you can ask him a question in this moment.
How often, Giovanni, how often does your family go to the beach?
I go to I go to the beach with my family once or twice a year.
How often do you drink
Okay,
coffee?
okay. Thank you. Now,
Okay.
Samara, you can say Giovanni and his family.
Giovanni and this family. Sorry.
Giovanni and his family goes to the beach. Giovanni and his family go to the beach.
Giovanni is the family to go the beach.
Go.
Go the beach. No le escuché si
Once or
dijo
twice.
Once or twice a year.
once all time. Okay.
Once or twice a year.
Twice.
Okay, thank you. Marjorie?
I work with Natalie.
Marta?
Natalie.
Okay. Natalie, okay. Tell me about Natalie.
The question is, how often do you cook for the family? Natalie always cooks for her family.
Very nice, Marjorie. Thank you so much. Excellent. Okay, people. So did you get the idea about how to use the adverb of frequency? Okay. The adverb of frequency will go after the subject when it's other verbs. But what happens when I have the verb to be? With the verb to be, the position of the adverb of frequency is different. Look at this. When with other verbs, we have subject, adverb of frequency, verb, and complement. But with the verb to be, we have the subject, the verb to be, the adverb of frequency, and the complement. For example, she is always early for work. I am usually very busy every day. You are never late for class. She is always responsible. Okay, so but it's with the verb to be. With the verb to be, we have the subject and the verb to be, and then the adverb of frequency. Can we make some examples in the chat? Let's type some examples in the chat. I put some examples here. Remember the adverb of, the verb to be is used for feelings, emotions, states. Okay, I put some examples there. Can you tell me your examples? I'm frequently hungry. I'm never angry. I'm always patient. Ok. Vaya. Natalia puso I'm usually drink coffee. Está usando el verbo drink. No tiene que usar otro verbo, solo el verbo to be. Por eso con el verbo to be usamos adjetivos, adjectives, feelings, emotions. Okay, very good, Ernesto. I am never happy with the injustice. I am usually happy. Okay, he's always quiet. I always take a shower. It's correct. But remember, with the verb to be, this exercise is with the verb to be. For example, my mom is always busy. My cat is always sleepy and hungry. My car is usually clean. Examples like that. Okay, he's usually a good person. She's usually nervous. Mhm. My dog is usually nervous. Okay. Do you have I forgot the name of this dog. Chihuahua? Do you have a Chihuahua? Yes. Okay, her father is hardly ever upset. I put a question. Hardly never. Okay, William. Thank you for correcting. Mhm. I'm waiting for your examples. Use the chat. Okay, guys. Now I just want to be clear about the instructions for the speaking evaluation that we are going to start after the break. So I will show you the instructions, the criteria. I will give you time to practice in pairs, and later we'll do it in front of the class with everybody. Is that okay for you?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so speaking evaluation, prepare a 2 minutes presentation about a person's daily routine. Your oral presentation must last 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes per person. Introduce the person, the name, the age, where he or she is from, and the occupation. You can, for example, I'm going to talk about my husband. His name is Eduardo. He's 30 years old. He's from San Salvador. He's an IT support, etc. You can include pictures or images to support your presentation. Mention at least 12 activities this person does every day. Use the third person singular correctly. The third person is what I was telling you, lo que les decía, que cuando hablamos de una tercera persona, le vamos a poner la S al verbo. For example, He wakes up at 5:20 a.m. from Monday to Friday. He takes a shower, gets dressed, and goes to work at 6 o'clock. Then he gets to work and he always, I can use an adverb of frequency here. He always has his breakfast. He always has coffee in the morning. At 12 o'clock, he usually has his lunch, right? Prepared by me. So include adverbs of frequency in your presentation, like always, usually, sometimes, occasionally, hardly ever, and never. I hope that you are ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
100% ready. Excellent. Absolutely. Very nice. So I will send you to breakout rooms and practice with a partner.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you activate the chart screen?
Can you share the screen? Yes, I will. I will. Yes. Okay.
Hola. Hola.
Okay. Well, I hope that you could practice. I hope that in this 10 minutes break, you can have your dinner or you can drink tea for your nerves. If you're nervous, you can drink some tea or Coca-Cola. But don't worry, don't worry. You will do it.
Camomila tea.
Chamomile tea, yes. For the nerves. Okay, I'll see you in 10 minutes at 7:42. Okay, because it's almost 7:32. So I see you in 10 minutes, 7:42. Okay, see you later.
Okay.
Hello, it's time. It's time of the truth. The favorite time of the teacher, the favorite part of the class, when the students speak and the teacher is quiet. Okay, so people, we are gonna do it volunteering. I'm going to check in the platform. So you will receive your grade automatically. You can see it here. Can you see the screen? Let me see if you can see the screen. Yeah. Okay, so for example, imagine the first person is Alison. It's just an example. So imagine Alison Jasmine is the first person. And here we can see the criteria: time and preparation, introduction, visual aid support. It's 1 point. Content mentions at least 12 activities this person does every day. Grammar uses the third person singular correctly. Vocabulary includes adverbs of frequency. Okay, so you will receive your grade automatically. Okay, so we're going to start with the first 5. So who wants to be number 1? Number 1? Or number 2? The sooner the better, guys. You will suffer less if you pass. Don't worry, I know it's your first speaking in front of the class. I will help you. Ernesto Manzano, excellent. An applause for Ernesto.
Bravo, Ernesto.
Okay, Ernesto. Very good. You can start. We are all ears. Natalie, you are going to be the second. Natalia, the second. William, number 3. Diana, number 4. And we need a number 5. And Giovanni Alexis, number 5. Okay, remember your order. Very good. So number 1, Ernesto Manzano.
I'm going to talk about my lovely wife. Her name is Natalia. You know, she's 45 years old. She's from San Salvador. She's a psychologist. Her routine is this. She always wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, Monday to Friday. She takes a shower, gets dressed, and prepares lunch for our children. And then she accompanies me to pick up the kids for the school. On Mondays, Wednesday, and Fridays, she goes for a walk to a park near to the school. She walks for an hour. Usually, she also exercises on the machine in the park. This. After that, she comes home, has breakfast with me. Sometimes she's boiled pupusa for breakfast. We love pupusas. She worked with a publishing house that distributed textbooks at Christian school. She starts her day at 8:30 a.m. She checks her email and WhatsApp messages. She usually has 1 or 2 video conferences in a day. At 12:30 p.m., she often prepares lunch. She likes healthy food and includes lots of vegetables, but she never eats beets. It is the only vegetables she don't like. At 3 p.m., she accompanied me to pick up the children for school. When we head to home, she helps my daughter with her homework. It's a really hard work. We have dinner as a family and usually finish the day watching TV. Thank you for your attention.
Great job, Ernesto. Thank you so much for your presentation. Okay, good structure. I like the structure you had. Okay, I'm checking. Very good. Oh. I'm going to make
Teacher, beginning my presentation.
Okay, Natalia, you can start. Thank you so much.
My dear husband, I am going to talk about my husband. His name is Ernesto. He is 40, no, 52 years old. He is a journalist and a teacher. He teaches in the university, Francisco Gaviria. He always wake up at 5 a.m. and to Monday, Friday. He take a shower, get dressing, and after he will drop our children of the school with me. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, he accompanied to exercise. He walked for an hour and half hour exercise in the machine. Then he goes home for breakfast. Sometimes he buys pupusas. He always has coffee in the morning. He does home office. He starts the work at 8:30 a.m. preparing his class. He usually makes videos explaining the class topic. Then he reviews the homework, send the students. Sometimes he has meetings with them to help them with the difficulties they have. He eats lunch at 12:30 MB, and he likes all kind of food for never like flor de sope. After lunch, he take his class of the plataforma. No sé en inglés. And 3 p.m. he goes pick up our children in the school. In the afternoon, we take a dinner with my children, with our children, and he goes to pick up, he goes to pick up, teacher. After lunch, he takes his class of the plataforma, and 3 p.m. he goes to pick up our children from school. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Natalia, for talking about Ernesto. we know what about your family now. Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations. Now it's the time of William, right? Okay, William.
Muy bien. Good night, everybody. Well, um, tonight I will talk about my grandmother. Her name is Yolanda. She is 80 years old and she is from the port of La Libertad.
Hola,
My
seré yo que no
grandmother
escucho a
is a
Willy.
Sí se escucha.
Perdón, teacher, yo sí lo oigo.
Sorry, William, can you start again, please?
muy bien. Bueno, good night, everybody.
Hello.
This night
Is it only
I will
me?
talk about my. ¿Me escuchan?
I listen.
Yes.
Sí, te oigo.
Yes, I listen.
Yes,
Bueno, voy a comenzar
Solo yo
otra
no
vez,
escucho a
entonces.
William.
¿Sí se escucha?
Come on, William. Yes.
Bueno.
Permítame. Hello.
Good night, everybody. This night I will talk
Sorry,
about
William, I cannot
my
hear
grandmother.
you. Give me a moment. I changed something here because, but let me check something. Can you now?
Ahora sí me logra escuchar, teacher. Good night.
William dijo que se esperara un momento.
Es que escuché entrecortado, entonces, no sé, escuché que dijo algo, pero se
Hello,
escuchaba
William, can you
entrecortado hace
speak?
poco.
I cannot listen. William, can you try now?
Good night.
Yeah. Now we can listen to you.
And well, well,
Sorry, William.
good night.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Well, good evening. I will talk about my grandmother. Her name is Yolanda. She is from Port of La Libertad, Department of La Libertad. She is 80 years old and she is a housewife. My grandmother usually wakes up at 7 o'clock a.m. Well, she gets up at 7:20 a.m. and she take a shower 7:30 a.m. Then she get dressed and she go to our table to have her breakfast. Sometimes when we watch TV while we are having our breakfast, and before I go to my work, she she left at home and she watches she always watches TV shows about cooking, and when I return to my home, she tells me about the recipes and some cooking tricks that she has seen on the TV. She usually has um, her lunch at noon, and she usually has her lunch at noon, and she she often watch a movie while she's having her lunch, and then she usually drinks a coffee at 4 o'clock p.m. and then she sorts some things or clean. She likes clean things. When she finishes, she sits on her sofa and play with our cat. She plays very with our cat until it falls asleep. She always has her dinner at evening. Then she watches the news on the TV. She hardly never goes to bed without eat or drink a cup of milk, but she often brushes her teeth at 9 o'clock. Then she goes to sleep. That's that's all. Thank you so much for your attention and your patience.
Thank you, William. It was great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your presentation. It was with a lot of content. Thank you. Okay, next person, I think it was Diana, right? So we listen to you, Diana.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to talk about my brother. His name is Armando. He's 25 years old. He's from Ahuachapán. He works from home in a call center. He likes video games, soccer, and superhero things. He always wakes up at 6 o'clock from Monday to Friday. He takes a shower, gets dressed. He starts to work at 7 o'clock. Then he takes his breakfast around 8:30 a.m. He usually eats eggs or sandwiches. He usually takes his lunch at 1 p.m. He sometimes takes his break at 2:30 p.m. Occasionally at 3 and 15 p.m. or 4 o'clock, but hardly ever he takes his break in the morning. He finishes to work at 5 p.m. Then he usually goes to the gym at 5:30 p.m. Then he gets back to the gym at 8 o'clock. After that, he takes the dogs for a walk. He never takes the dinner. After that, he takes a shower and goes to sleep. On Saturdays, he goes to visit his girlfriend in San Salvador. And on Sundays, he receives computer classes at 7 a.m. and rest the rest of the day. Thanks.
Okay, Diana, thank you so much for your presentation. Okay, thank you. And the next is Giovanni Alexis.
Okay, teacher, ahorita. Okay, good evening. I want to talk about my wife. Her name is Josibeth. She is 33 years old. She is from Chalchuapa, Santa Ana. She is an biomedical engineer and was working teaching about it at Don Bosco University. My wife, apart from being an excellent mom, is also one of the most intelligent and dedicated people I know. I say this because this year he decided to start studying a bachelor degree in astrology at the National University. Her routine is this. She always she always wake up 5:45 from Monday to Friday, take a shower and change clothes to get the kid to school. She has breakfast at 7:30 a.m. after dropping off the kids. She usually has classes in the morning, almost always at 8 a.m. In a short time in the morning, he takes care cleaning the house and preparing lunch. Sometimes has classes in the afternoon. On Wednesday afternoon, she always take our 8 years old son to English class. In the evening, when I get to the house, I take care of the children in the house and she is dedicated to studying. She likes plants and often water them. She doesn't have an hour but she doesn't eat daily. At 8:13, she prepares the children for sleep. In the end, I- and in the end, she falls asleep at 9:30 p.m. Finish. Thank you.
Very good, Giovanni. Thank you. It's an interesting person, your wife. Okay,
Thank you.
so we have 5 people. Now we need to have another 5 people. Let's see. Number 1, Tamara. Number 2, Natalie. Number 3, Cecia. Number 4, Emily. And number 5, Evelyn, Paola. And number 6, Norma. Number 7, Allison. And number 8, Kimberly. So we start with Xiomara.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is my presentation. She is my daughter. His name is Paola. She is 24 years old. She is like in El Salvador. She is a radiology student. She is in her social service and the maternity hospital. His routine is this. She always wakes up at 3:30 from Monday to Friday. She always takes a shower, gets usual dresses, and goes to the hospital at 4:40. Her usual entrance to the hospital is at 6 o'clock. She sometimes has breakfast 7:30. She usually starts her work doing X-rays. She occasionally has lunch at 12 noon. Her sometimes departure time is at 2:30. She sometimes returns home at 4 o'clock. She usually goes to the gym at 6 o'clock. She always has dinner 7:30. She occasionally to bed at 9 o'clock. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Xiomara. Thank you, Xiomara, for talking about your daughter. Okay, her name is Paola, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Xiomara. Okay, next person, Natalie. Natalie.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'll talk about my boyfriend daily routine. Um, her name is Juan Jose. He is 23 years old. His occupation is dental student. He is a student at Universidad Nacional del Salvador. Monday through Friday, he goes to the university, currently studying this dentistry. He usually gets up at 3:15 a.m. He showers and gets dressed in his uniform. He always leaves his house on his way to university at 4 a.m. o'clock to avoid traffic. He arrives at the university and eats his breakfast. He always leaves his first class early and takes his break. Is always don't practice exams or laboratories. On weekends, he usually goes to a dental assist clinic at 8 a.m. o'clock to a 12 p.m. o'clock. Sometimes he goes out in the afternoon to jog or exercise. From 6:15 p.m. to 7:15 p.m., he spends time with his family and then he has dinner. Sometimes we have dinner together and do some fun activity. Reads his books, they prepared for his next day class. Rarely goes to the bed early. He is asleep until 12 a.m. because reads late. This is the finish. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Natalie. I like how you prepare your presentation with small pictures, little text. Yeah, that was great. Just remember the pronunciation of the word avoid, to avoid traffic. He goes to the university at 4 a.m. to avoid traffic. Avoid. Very
Avoid.
nice.
Thank you.
Avoid, yes. Next. Cecia, I think, was the next person. Cecia Cristibel. Cecia Cristibel Sainz.
Hello, estoy intentando compartir pantalla.
We cannot hear you very well, Cecia. We can see your presentation, but maybe your microphone, can you adjust it because we don't listen to you very well? Go ahead.
Good evening. I'm going to tell about my sister. Her name is Mary.
and she is 25 years old, lives in New York, is travels to work, works. The routine that my sister usually does is the following. He always gets up at 5 in the morning, Monday to Friday. She showers, dresses, and usually makes her breakfast and feeds her pet. After having breakfast, she leaves for work at 7 o'clock. She finishes work at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and gets home at 6 at night. Often, after coming home, she always prepares a hot coffee and dinner, feeds her pet, and always could us eat. Then she takes a shower again and sometimes watches TV for an hour and eats snacks. Then he brushes his teeth, washes his face, and goes to sleep. This has been my presentation. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Cecia. Very nice. Very good. Okay, let's see. Next, I think it was Emily. If you
Yes.
already participated, you can put down your hand, Natalie. And, okay, go ahead, Emily.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to talk about my mother. Her name is Glenda. She is 31 years old. She is from San Miguel. She is a nurse and works in the hospital San Francisco. Her routine is this. She takes a shower. It dressed with usually white uniform. She prepares to my brother for the school and make breakfast. She likes drink coffee and eat bread before leaving. My father always takes her here at the hospital at 6:30 a.m. She loves listening to Taylor Swift in the car. Her favorite song is Getaway Car. She out of the work at 5 p.m. In her work, she helps person attend, take care, and sometimes they send her a hospital outside the city. Sometimes work at night and come back to house at 9 a.m. He's hardly ever stay here awake reading and waits occasionally for 1 or 2 hours for the dinner. He is hardly ever home, only in vacation. Finish.
Oh, it's a hard working mother. Okay, Emily, just a pronunciation, white, the color, white uniform, white.
White.
White. And her name is her, yes. Okay, she likes to drink coffee and she likes to listen. You were running, Emily. But it was okay. I know you were nervous, but good job. Okay, next was, who was after Emily? Who is the next?
Me.
Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn Paola. We listen to you.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to talk about the routines that my sister does. Her name is Mariana, but she likes more to be called by Bersabe. She is 15 years old. She is from Mexicanos, and she is a student and goes to the Guadalupano school. Okay. She wake up at 4:45 a.m. every day, then Monday to Friday to go to school. Then she take a shower
at 5 a.m. and she always listening to music while taking a bath. At 5:10 a.m., she puts on her uniforms to go to school. At 5:25 a.m., she prepared her lunchbox, and sometimes my sister fill up money and buys at school. Then at 5:40 a.m., my mom and her are going to school every day. She always arrived to school at 6 or 6:05 a.m. Then she started her classes at 7 a.m. She always take her breakfast at 10 o'clock a.m. and goes to the class at 10:30 a.m. Then she finished her classes at 1:30 p.m. To Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, she stayed to train volleyball at 2:30 p.m. and finish at 4:30 p.m. At 5:20 p.m. she comes home and does her homeworks. And then at 9:30 or 10 o'clock p.m. she go to the bed. Thank you.
Very good, Evelyn. Just be careful with the third person singular, right? To add the S. She finishes, she goes to bed, she arrives, yeah. But the content was very good and very organized. Okay, thank you, Evelyn. Next, I think it's Norma or Kimberly or Irene. I don't remember who goes after Evelyn. After Evelyn, who is next?
No estoy segura, teacher. No me recuerdo.
Norma, iba Norma y luego iba yo.
Okay, Norma. Norma Isabel Racinos. It's your turn.
Ahora. Aquí. Ahí. Se ve la pantalla.
Yes, we can see the screen. We can see it.
Good evening. I am going to talk about my sister. Her name is Lourdes Cabrera. She is 35 years old. She lives in San Salvador. She studied communication and work in a foreign relation office here in El Salvador. She always gets up very early at 4 in the morning, thirsty. She goes for a walk every day for an hour a day with her dog. She return home, takes a bath, gets dressed, and generally has her breakfast at 6:30 in the morning. She leave the house at 7 in the morning. She always travel by bus. Her start time for work is at 8 in the morning. During her work day, she works as collaboration in the protocol area. In organizes the events that moves be carried out during the day. Write the documents, answer telephone calls, attend to visitors, record attendance, usually leaves for lunch at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. At 1 in the afternoon, he continues with his work. Generally, his departure time is at 4 in the afternoon. In the afternoon, he returns home at 6 in the afternoon, has dinner, and watches a little television, study from 8 to 10 at night, usually goes to bed and sleep at 10 at night. It's her daily routine. Finish.
Thank you, Norma. Thank you for your participation and for your effort. Thank you, Norma. Okay, after Norma, I think it's Alison, right? The first in the list, Alison Racinos Parada.
¿Puede ver mi pantalla?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Today I will talk about my brother. He's my only brother. He's the oldest. I didn't put many pictures because he does like to take pictures. This is my brother. His name is Mauricio Ernesto. He's 25 years old. He is an industrial engineer. He works in studies. He loves numbers. Sometimes I don't understand what he talking about. He works a lot, but at the same time he studies. He studied at Don Bosco University. He's really difficult, even so he always has time to play for a moment. He loves to play with his phone. He works in a lamination company, and he usually get up 5 in the morning. He hates getting up early, but I guess he used to it. Likewise, he has breakfast at 6 o'clock, and he always drives to work. He hates traffic. He always tries to leave early to avoid traffic. And his work requires a lot of effort. He says that taking a bus is very difficult, but he still loves it. He's always aware of the work of the machines. He works hard to do a good job. And he has lunch at 12 p.m. in the company coffee shop. Although sometimes he has been lunching a little later because he's working. He loves to eat beef if it is fried better. In the afternoon, he loves he takes a break, drinking a coffee, and continues working. He leaves to work at 6 p.m. He comes home around 7 p.m. He eats dinner almost immediately. He's always hungry. At night, he does his work, plays a little, and finally, at 10 p.m., he goes to sleep. On Saturday and Sunday, he likes to relax. He gets up late, usually at 8 or 9 a.m. He likes to go out to eat, watch a movie, play Mobile Legends on his cell phone, and do his homework. He is a great older brother. He always takes care of me and makes me aware. This is all.
Thank you, Alison. Nice picture with your brother. Okay, next is, do you remember the order who goes after Alison? What was your number, Alison?
Sorry?
What was your number?
No sé si me
7.
equivoco que me tocaba mi teacher.
Who's speaking?
It's me, teacher.
Kimberly. Okay, Kimberly. Go ahead. Kimberly.
Ahorita, teacher. Ahorita comparto la pantalla. Okay. Okay, good evening. And this day I'm talking about my sister. Her name is Tatiana Sigüenza. She is 30 years old. She is single. She is from Santa Ana. She studied business administrative at the University of El Salvador. She is an agent of call center in one link company. Her routine is this. She wakes up at 4:30 a.m. from Monday to Saturday, and she take a shower at the 4:35, get dresses, and goes to work at 5 o'clock. Then she get to work and she has her breakfast at the 6:30 a.m. Always has a oatmeal with milk in the morning and fruit. She take a healthy lunch at the 12 o'clock. She never drinks coffee or soda. She takes call in English and she makes flight reservations. She works in a customer service and she always guide people about flights. She like mostly serving people and meeting the expectation. She is free to your work at the 2 p.m. o'clock, and she sometimes go to the gym for 1 hour and then come home, always take a shower. She eat a dinner at 8 p.m. and she watch the TV and prepare all for the next day. And she go to the bed at 9 p.m. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Kimberly. That's very good. Okay, next. Oh, Kimberly, if you need help, you have your sister. You can practice your English with your sister.
Yes, teacher. I know.
Okay, who is next? Kimberly, what was your number?
Number 8.
Okay, who is number 9? Number 9. Kimberly, stop sharing, please. Stop sharing. O dejar de compartir. Stop
Sorry,
sharing.
teacher.
Don't
Tengo
worry.
problemas ahorita con el internet, se me trabó. Perdón.
Okay, who is next? Thank you.
ya.
Who is next? Carolina, Marjorie, or Irene? I don't remember. Number 9. Okay, go, Carolina.
Ahorita.
How do you say ahorita in English? How do you say it?
Now?
You can say now, in this moment, or right away. Right away. Or in this moment. Or wait a sec. Wait a second or wait a minute. Okay, so this is Marjorie Fidelina. No, sorry, Carolina, right? Carolina Esmeralda Meléndez. Abajito, Carolina, ahí por donde dice 26%, están las flechitas, en las flechitas. Una que está para arriba y otra que está para abajo. Ahí está.
Bye. Good night. I am going to tell about my father. I am going to tell about my father. His name is Marvin. He's from El Salvador and living in Guasapa. He is he is 14, pardon, he is 41 years old. His routine is he is held at 4 a.m. Shows she's to go to work. Routine is 6 p.m. as there and go to the bed at 18 p.m. Thank
Yes, Carolina, what happens? Or did you finish? Okay, it was very short. Next is Marjorie. Marjorie, we can listen to other people. Maybe it's the TV.
Pero me gustaría que se quedaran con esa frase. Alumbrando los ojos.
I'm going to tell you about my dad. His name is Luis Velasquez.
Yo soy de los que creen que la
He is
generación
62 years
actual de
old.
jóvenes
He is a bricklayer. He's from El Salvador and lives in San Joaquin. He likes to sing. He likes to listen to music. His favorite food is pupusas. He likes to watch comedy movies, and spend time with family. His daily routine is in the morning. He usually gets up at 6:30 a.m. He takes a shower. He often eats a big breakfast. He goes to work at 7 o'clock. He always drives to work. At noon, he always returns home for lunch. He hardly never makes lunch. My mom makes lunch. Then my dad usually returns to work at 1 p.m. In the afternoon, he returns home at 5 p.m. Sometimes he watches movies during dinner. He always has a hard day because he is tired of work. He often goes to bed early, and this is her routine. Thank you.
Thank you, Marjorie, for sharing. Okay, I think the next person is Berenice.
¿Saben cuál es el más relevante? Listo. Por eso, en ese orden.
Irene Berenice.
I am going to tell
Yes, Irene.
Permítame.
Maybe you can turn down the volume of the TV a little because we can listen.
I am going to talk about my husband. His name is Victor Manuel. He is 20 years old. He is from San Luis La Herradura and he works clothing in factory. His routine is this. He wakes up at 3 in the morning from Monday to Saturday. Sometimes he has a coffee before showering. He showers and get dressed at 4:20 in the morning. He leaves for work at 8:30. Has breakfast and goes out for her break. Then she returns to work at 9 in the morning. She always sends me messages to see how I am at 12:45 minutes. She leaves work. Then she waits for me in a park near me. I work. He has lunch at 1:30 p.m. He occasionally watches television. He always takes care of our baby so that I can do other things. He likes to play on his PlayStation. He never goes out in the afternoons, but he always has a coffee. Sometimes he prepares dinner and occasionally washes the dishes. Finally has dinner and finally falls asleep at 9 p.m. Thank you.
Wow, very nice. You have a good husband, Irene. Okay, Irene, good presentation. Just need to practice pronunciation, okay? Some pronunciation and more fluency. Okay, like occasionally, prepares dinners, washes, but you are doing great. Okay, I think next is Jacqueline Landaverde.
Okay. Good evening. My presentation is only imagine. Sorry. You can see?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. I'm going to tell about my niece. Her name is Maria Jose. She's 9 years old. She's from Ilopango City. She's a student of second grade in the School Español Padre Rupert. Her routine is this. She wake up at 4:30 a.m. From Monday to Friday. She take a shower, get dressed, and comb her hair every morning. She usually goes by Uber at 5:30 a.m. She always arrives at school at 6:20 a.m. Then she has breakfast at 6:30 in the school cafeteria. She really likes fruits, and she start class 6:50 a.m. Maria Jose come home at 1 o'clock. She take lunch and after rest for 1 hour. Then she does her homework and she sometimes can play a moment with her brother Alejandro. Finally, she fall asleep at 8 o'clock. Thank you for your attention.
Wow, Jacqueline, you're very creative. Thank you for talking about your niece. Okay. Thank you, Jacqueline. Let's see who is next. Let's see. Marta Yesenia, you are missing. Also, Senia, Stephanie. Okay, Senia, go ahead. We are all ears, Senia.
Yes, coach. Que no encuentro la imagen.
Okay, while you are looking for it, maybe we can take the screenshot for today. So turn on your camera if you don't have your camera on, because I'm going to take the picture. Ready?
Yes.
Yes, please put on your best smile. Don't put your sleepy your sleepy face. Just kidding, okay? Ready, I'm gonna take it now.
Así se puede.
I'm sorry? Yes, what was your question, Celia?
Is the problem no poder compartir, coach?
Okay, but I will take the picture again because I don't see Giovanni. Giovanni was not there. Okay, Giovanni is now there. Celia, put on your camera, turn it on. Carolina, Evelyn, and Cecia. Oh, Harold, it's good to see you, Harold. Okay, please turn on your camera, guys, and I will take it now, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, Senia, you can start.
Yes.
Yes. Xenia, hello.
Hello.
Yes, you can start.
No poder compartir imagen, coach.
Okay, just speaking. The
Disculpe.
speaking part is the most important. The speaking part.
Okay. My husband, his name is Rudy Leopoldo Campos. He's 30 years old. He lives in Lourdes, Colón. He works as a manager. His favorite color is black. His favorite food is pupusas. His routine gets heads and take a shower at 5 a.m. He has a breakfast before going to work. Then he has to work, then come home and from work enjoy dinner with juice. We almost always watch a movie as a family. We almost never goes out, and he doesn't like restaurant. He almost always takes the child to the park to play soccer his free time. He will never eat papaya. He loves spending time with his children, and he loves the motorcycle. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Xenia. Thank you. Okay, who else is ready to present? Oh, yes, he has problems. Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe she can do it on Monday. Let's see who else is ready to present. We still have some people. I'm going to take the attendance. I haven't taken the attendance, so please say present or here when I mention your name. Alison Hasmin.
Present.
Astrid Abigail Hernandez. Astrid. Astrid is not present today. Carolina Esmeralda Meléndez. Cecia. Carolina Esmeralda. I see she's there, but she doesn't say present. Carolina Esmeralda Meléndez. Cecia Cristibel Cabrera Sáenz. Ok, Carolina. Cecia Cristibel. Okay, Diana Estefanía Velar.
Present.
Emily Abelisa.
Present.
Ernesto Manzano.
Here I am, teacher.
Evelyn Paola.
Present, teacher.
Francisco Manriquez, he's sick. Frederick Reynolds. Gabriela Michelle. Giovanni Alexis Sigüenza.
Present, teacher.
Irene Berenice Correa, thank you.
Present.
Jacqueline Landaverde.
Here I am, teacher.
Harold Josué.
Present.
Jesús Carlos García. Oh, I think he had a problem with the internet. Juan Carlos Mendoza. He never connected. And Catherine Garcia either. Mario Alberto. Marjorie Fidelina Velázquez. Marjorie.
Present.
Okay, and Marta Yesenia, she was connected, but she had problems. Natalia Marina. Castillo. Natalie Valeria Acevedo.
Present.
Norma Isabel Recinos.
Present, teacher.
Reina Esperanza Núñez. Sara Carolina Martínez. William José Avelar.
Here I am, teacher.
Okay, William. Xenia Stephanie Barahona.
Present, teacher.
Kimberly Yvette Sigüenza de Juárez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Víctor Manuel Vázquez. Xiomara Guevara.
Present, teacher.
Thank you, Xiomara. Wendy de Los Ángeles. Rina Patricia Ortiz de Corpeño.
Present, teacher.
Thank you, Rina. Okay, thank you for connecting on time. Connected today to the class. Do we have any other person to present?
Teacher, yo no he hecho la presentación.
But you are ready. I mean.
Lo que pasa es que yo soy del teléfono y no puedo compartir pantalla. Yo se la junté en Classroom, pero igual puedo decir la presentación.
Yes. ¿No puede compartir pantalla?
No, porque soy de teléfono.
Okay. I can. Okay. So just give me a moment. How can I make it? Give me a moment. Okay, you can start, Rina.
Okay. I am going to tell about my husband. His name is Jose Corpeño. He is 37 years old. We have 2 kids. Their names are Leslie and Andres. He is an airplane mechanic in the airport. His routine is this. He wakes up at 5 a.m. He takes a shower, get dressed. Usually before going to work, he has his breakfast. Then he brushes his teeth. After that, he goes to work. He always drives to work. He finishes work at 4 p.m. and comes home. When he comes home, he helps our son with his homework. Then dinner. He always likes to drink coffee. After dinner, he watches TV. Then he brushes his teeth and goes to bed at 10:30 p.m. This is my husband routine. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Gracias a usted por la ayuda.
Okay, just give me a moment because I'm going to grade. Okay, I couldn't grade you because everybody was going to see your grade. Well, guys, for some of you, I mean, the presentation is supposed to be speaking, right? To avoid reading as much as you can. So that's why in time and preparation, some of you, that was 2 points. Some of you, I put you 1 point or 0.5 or 1.5 because it is supposed that you don't have to read. Okay, it is supposed that you don't have to read. Okay, and well, I was telling some of your classmates that I'm going to prepare a class about the use of the third person singular because I can see that you need to reinforce that topic or that grammar point. Quizás no lo vieron en alguna clase o lo vieron rapidito. Ese tema, how to use the third person singular. Do you remember? No.
No, I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember,
No.
okay. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
You can't remember. Okay, so don't worry. I know we need to reinforce that, but even though you did it very well, that you had good grades like nines, eights, 9.5, 8.5. So very good. Good job. But we need to work and continue practicing and practicing pronunciation and grammar structures. That's why it is important that when you work in small groups, you speak English as much as you can, right? Because the more you practice, the better for you. And we still have some minutes before we finish the class, so we are going to continue working on this part of the use of adverbs of frequency. I have some questions here that I want you to practice and speak. You will see it in a moment. These are the questions. Mention 10 foods and 10 drinks so you can review vocabulary. The other is say what you ate yesterday in the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or you can say, or today, maybe not yesterday, but today. Maybe you don't remember what you ate yesterday, but you can remember what you eat today, right? In the breakfast, I eat beans, cheese, and cream, and bread, and coffee. In the lunch, I eat spaghetti and salad, cucumber and tomato salad. And in the dinner, I ate some tacos with papaya juice. I finished my papaya juice. What do you never drink or eat? You can say I never eat sushi, or I never drink tequila. I don't know, it's just examples. What do you always do when you wake up? When I wake up, I always pray and think about my husband's breakfast because I have to make his breakfast. What do you always do when you go to bed? When I go to bed or before I go to bed, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I go to the bathroom, I put on my pajama, and I drink a glass of water, for example. So I need you to speak, to talk about it, speak, okay? Speak, speak, speak in groups. I will send you the questions. Jacqueline and Rina, remember to go to the groups. I send the questions in the WhatsApp group.
Teacher, ¿me puede unir al grupo 2 nuevamente, please?
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está lo demás? I'm tired, teacher.
Hello.
I am sick.
You are sick. Oh no, that's not so good.
Sí.
Caballito salimos.
You feel, how do you feel? Tired.
Tired.
You have a runny nose. Runny nose? Runny
No.
nose, yes, a runny nose. Do you have fever, headache?
No. No fever.
Just runny nose or block nose?
Block nose.
Block nose. Okay, a block nose. Okay, people.
You work for me. You work for me. Block nose.
Block nose, yes, block nose. You can't breathe because you have a block nose. Nariz tapada, block nose.
Block nose.
Ya hice el arroz.
Okay, Rina, we are gonna have dinner with you. Rice with chicken. We are, after the class, we are going to.
Perdón.
Okay, people, I hope that you could practice in this speaking activity. Just one homework that it's going to be evaluated, guys. I know we have to do it. For next Monday, you will have the weekend. But please try it. Try to say it in your own words. It's going to be short, very short. And try to do it in your own words. I'm going to share the screen so you can see the presentation. It says good afternoon, but it's good evening, okay? So I couldn't change that, but you will see. So you will talk about what people in another country eat for breakfast. You can talk about what people in El Salvador, in United States, in Mexico, in Argentina, in Italy, in Spain, in Germany, Switzerland, China, Japan, etc. Okay? So you will say, good evening, today I'm going to talk about what people in Japan or in Africa eat for breakfast. They usually drink, they always eat this and that. Okay, for example, people in El Salvador always eat beans or pupusas for breakfast, right? So we eat beans in whatever forms. So you will talk about breakfast in another part of the world, okay? Breakfast from another country, okay? Short, very short, but try to say it in your own words. You choose a country and prepare maybe just one picture about what the people eat in another country. So it will be a short presentation for Monday. Very nice. Do you have any questions about this class? No, please check the platform because you will see the tasks and the homework in the platform. So please check it. Check it daily. I will ask you, how often do you check Google Classroom? Don't say occasionally, hardly ever, rarely. No, I don't want to hear that. I want to say always, teacher, every day, once a day. So please
Una pregunta.
Yes.
De la tarea que acaba de decir, la podemos hacer en PowerPoint, igual como lo que acabamos de hacer.
Yeah. Or you can send the pictures to me and I can show it here. If you have problems sharing a screen, you can send it to my WhatsApp. I mean, the group, and I can project it here in the class. Okay, are you hungry, Rina?
Yes.
Okay, have a good night and a wonderful weekend, guys. See you on Monday. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.